Hello grade 4 students, how all of you are doing? So this is Teacher Raj. So in this last term I'll be teaching you science for the whole term, okay? So I hope you will enjoy learning with me, and also you have done a great job in your last term, so congratulations for that. And welcome back to our first lesson for this term for subject science. Okay, so today we will learn about chapter 4, sound travels through materials. Okay, so I will read first. Okay, page number 52, 4.1, sound travels through materials. Okay, so and sounds come from sources. So Sunita hears an aeroplane passing overhead. The aeroplane is a source of sound. Sunita hears the sound when it enters her ears. The sound can travel from aeroplane to Sunita ears. So you can do activity, you can make it at home. Activity 4.1, okay, make a tin can telephone. So look at the picture to see what to do. Okay, so you will need a string 3 meter long and 2 empty tin cans. So you can make it, you can try it with your brother. Okay, so what you need to do, use the string to join the 2 cans. Okay, and give one tin can to a partner, keep the other one yourself, walk away from your partner until the string is tight. Talk softly into your tin can. Your partner should listen into their tin can. Did your partner hear your voice? This is how the tin can telephone works. Okay, so now sound travels through different materials. Sound travels through materials like string. Sound can travel through different kind of materials. Okay, and we will also study 4.2, sound travels through materials. Okay, so investigating how sound travels through different materials. Okay, so sound travels better through some materials than through others. Look at the picture to see what to do. Remember to stand the same distance away from the clock each time. Okay, so number 1, cover one ear like this. Okay, can you hear the clock ticking? Okay, so you can make it, you can do it at home. Okay, so you all have phones. Okay, so play a song. Okay, and don't play it in the loud sound. Okay, so just play it in the soft sound, like keep the volume low. Okay, so don't keep the volume high. So cover your one ear and keep the phone like far, like you can say 1 meter or 2 meter, or not like this far. Okay, so see you and see how you can hear the sound. Okay, and then next what you can do, you can fill up a balloon with water. Okay, so fill up a balloon with water. Again, cover one ear with this hand, with right hand, and place the balloon on your this side, on your left hand side ear. Okay, and then ask someone to bring the phone close to your ear. Just keep it that far. Okay, and then try to hear the sound again. Okay, and next, cover one ear with your hand and put the other ear against a block of wood. Okay, can you hear the clock ticking? Okay, so you can do these activities at home. Okay, and so then check the results. So which one was louder, and which activity was loudest, and which one was soft. Okay, so now I will explain. Okay, so what is sound? Okay, so we are learning about sound. We should know what is sound. What is sound? Sounds, vibrations that travels through the air or another medium and can be heard when they reach to our ears. Okay, so sounds, vibrations, okay, so that travels through mediums like air, gas and solid, and can be heard, okay, so we can hear from far when they reach to our ears. Okay, and what are the sources of sound? So can you name some sources of sound? So we every day we get up and we hear so many sounds around us, like sound from our mouth, sound from aeroplane, from car, from bus, so from speakers. Okay, so when you go out, we continuously hear sounds. Okay, so many sources of sounds. And so as I mentioned, medium, we can also say materials like solid, liquid and gas. So what is the example of solid? Solid like wood and steel. Okay, so like you can say this. So this is a wooden, okay, it's a wooden clock. So this is solid. Okay, liquid, water, okay, like water. Gas, air, okay, we cannot see air, we can feel it, but gas, air is mostly gas. But how sound travels? So I will how sound travels. Sound travels through waves. Okay, so let's have a look at here. So here is the speaker. Okay, so sound comes out from the speaker and it goes through waves. Okay, so waves like this. So if you go study science in the university, you will learn more about waves. But as of now, you should know like sound travels with waves. Okay, sound travels with waves like this, and then it reaches our ears. Okay, so that's why sometimes it takes time for us to hear something, because it travels with waves, and sometimes it takes time from waves to reach our ear. Okay, and so next, if you see, so why like we can hear more louder with solid medium than liquid and gas. Okay, so why we can hear more louder in solid medium, with solid medium? Okay, because the particles in solid medium, they are very close to each other. They are very close to each other. So when like it's like they like one particle gets the sound and it passes to next one, so they are very close to each other. So it doesn't take long from one particle to pass the sound to another particle. So that's why we hear more louder, more clear with solid mediums. Okay, what about the liquid? So liquid, particles in liquid, they are less close to each other. Okay, they are less close to each other, like they are a little bit far from each other. So that's why when we hear something in liquid, we hear very softly. Okay, so because particles in liquid, they are a little bit far from each other, so it takes time from one particle to pass the sound to another particle. So like this. Okay, so sound travels through waves. So like waves come like this. Okay, so it goes through particles. So it doesn't take long for wave from one wave to go to next particle. But here you see it takes time. Okay. So that's why we hear in liquid In liquid, we hear soft, okay. And gas, so in solid we hear loudest, okay. Solid are the loudest one, liquid louder, but gas we hear very softly, because particles in gas, they are very far from each other. So imagine sound travels like this, okay, because it takes time from one particle to pass the sound to another particle. So you see the gap, because of the gap between the particles, that's why it takes time for us to hear the loud or hear clearly in the air, okay. So in the gas, so solid we hear loudest, liquid louder, and gas soft, okay. And sound travels with waves, okay. So as you can see here, and here. And materials, so sound needs a medium to travel, okay. So mediums like solid, liquid, and gas. That's why, because we hear an aeroplane, it travels through medium. The sound from the aeroplane travels through medium, and the medium is air, okay. So that's it in the first video. Task 1, coming on to your task 1. So task 1 will be posted in the group, okay. So task 1 will be posted in there, and we will do some extra activities, okay. So that's it in the first video. I will see you in the second video. Hello students, welcome back to our second video for today, and thanks for submitting your task 1. You guys have done a really good job, okay. So coming on to your task 2, okay. So task 2 will also be posted in the group, okay. So I will give you some tasks, like I will give you some activity like fill in the blanks, or I can ask you some questions, okay. And I will also give you instructions for task 2, okay. So to do your task 2, you should watch the first video very carefully, okay. Watch the first, because all your tasks or activities will be related to your first video, okay. So you must watch it very carefully, okay. And I will give you enough time to do task 2. If you need more time, you can ask me, and if you have any questions, any doubts, so you can ask me. If you need any help, like to do your task 2 or task 1, you can ask me, okay. And one more thing, when you do something or write something on your textbook, always use pencil. If you use pencil, you made a mistake, you can make corrections, because if you use pen on your textbook, you cannot make any corrections. And you can use pen on your notebook, okay, because on your notebook you can use whitener, but always use pencil on your textbook, and you can use pen on your notebook, okay. So that's it in the second video, okay. I will see you in the next and last video for today. Hello students, welcome back to our third and last video for today, okay. So before I give you homework, I would like to explain you one more time, okay. So sound, so today we learned about sound. Sound travels through materials, okay. What is sound? So vibrations that travel through the air or another medium and can be heard when they reach to our ears, okay. So what are the sources of sounds? So we see even at home we hear noise or sounds. We hear sounds continuously, like sound from alarm clock, sound from phone, and when someone talks, so we hear sound, okay. So what are the sources of sound? We see aeroplane, we see bus, we see car, okay, we see someone talking, okay. So many sources of sounds. But how does sound travel? So sound travel with waves. Okay, so here, have a look here. So here is the speaker. Okay, so the sound is coming out from this speaker. So and it travels with waves. Okay, so when waves reach our ear, that time when waves enter our ear, so that time we hear sound. Okay, because sometimes we say it takes time for sound for us to hear sound, because sometimes waves take time to reach our ear, and sound travels through sound needs a medium to travel. Okay, so like a medium, like materials like solid with wood and steel, liquid, water, gas, air. But why do we hear loud? Why we hear loudest in solid? Okay, from solid, because in solid the particles are very close to each other. Okay, so it doesn't take long for wave to travel, like it doesn't take one particle to pass the sound to another particle. So and in liquid, so they are less closer. Okay, and in gas they are very far. Okay, so homework, coming on to your homework is activity 4.2, page number 54. Okay, like in the first video I mentioned, so you need to do this activity. Okay, with air, with water, and with wood. Okay, so first you need to do, okay, you can use a clock, okay, alarm clock, or you can use your phone. Okay, so just with the ear, just keep your right hand side on your right ear. Okay, and keep the phone like this far, and keep the volume low, don't keep the volume high. Okay, and you try to hear the sound. Okay, and then you see you hear loud or you hear soft, or okay, so you need to check the difference. Okay, second, water. So you can use plastic bag or you can use balloon. Okay, just fill up your balloon with water. Okay, and close it, just tie it, and then keep the balloon, keep one hand again, your right hand keep on your right ear. Okay, and then keep the balloon on your left ear, and then ask someone to hold the phone this far and try to hear the sound again. Okay, and see the difference. Okay, next, wood. Okay, so you can find wood in your home. Okay, if you cannot find wood, you can use something else solid. Okay, so keep that thing on your left ear, again one hand on your right ear, and ask someone to hold the phone, and okay, hold the phone close to the wood and try to hear. Okay, so then you need to fill up this. Okay, soft, check 1. Okay, louder, check 2, loudest, check 3. Okay, so I'm pretty sure, because the sound travels far more. You can hear the loudest sound from a solid medium. Okay, so that's it for today. Okay, or you can do one, if you want to check the loud, you can place your ear on the table. Okay, and try to tap. Okay, tap or scratch on the table, so you will hear loud. Okay, so that's it for today. Okay, I will see you next week, and thanks for participating, and don't forget to do your homework. If you don't do your homework, you will lose your marks. Okay, and take care, be safe, bye bye.